Welcome back to the Clem ASMR YouTube channel, and in today's video we are going to be looking at the Liga Kits for the season 25-26. These videos, I do like doing them, but I always find I end up yawning and just struggling to breathe while I'm explaining things. I think they're the only ones that I really struggle with, and I don't understand why. So, I think I'm just going to take it a little bit easier today. I've got plenty of Pepsi in my little beaver town cup. Why is Murillo trending? I know Forest are losing 1-0. He hasn't looked very good, has he? Anyway, yeah, I think soon we are going to be looking at making an FPL team, doing my predictions, and we do have a collab video coming up very soon with Footy Facts ASMR. I've just got to get to recording and then telling him what I've done so he can record his bit. But that all comes from a comment from you guys. Anyway, let us go and have a look at this. Yeah, there we go. So we are looking at the La Liga Kits for the 25-26 season, starting off with Atletico Madrid or Athletic Club. Home kit, red and white, very, very nice indeed. Pardon me, apologies. We have a very nice collar, really solid stripes, just nice and easy, giving it a solid 7 out of 10. I like it, it's classic. The blue and blue kit, I'm a very big fan of, just FYI as well, I've got a bit of a sore throat, and he's hurting a little bit, and it can get hard to whisper with a sore throat, but it's okay, light blue collar and stripes with a nice dark blue kit, again, quite the fan, solid 7 out of 10, it is a nice kit. And the third kit, again, a nice like mint blue sort of colour, like an aqua fresh type of colour, with the different coloured badge, nice colour, black at the back and then black sleeve cuffs. Solid kit. I think all of these are a solid 7 out of 10. There is nothing offensive. No, there is nothing offensive about it. It is very nice indeed. They're all absolute solid, top of the range kits. Moving on to Atletico Madrid, we have a really, really nice, actually a sublime home kit. Riyadh Air is their new sponsor. They might have had it last season, I'm not sure. Another red and white kit to start off. Loving the blue Nike tick because the badge being red stripes and then this like blue triangle. The red and white stripes on the kit and then the Nike colour to match the blue on the badge is a really nice touch. It definitely stands out, looks nice. I'm giving that a 7.5 out of 10. As far as home kits go, it's nice. Might even be an 8. Their away kit is a purple, almost like snake skin, fish scale sort of pattern to it. There's like a nice flowy kit. The colour scheme is sublime. I really am a fan of this like light and dark purple with like a volt yellow colour. Change the badge to match. Now I'm actually a massive fan of how they've done the sponsor logo here. Like this is white with like a blue background and it doesn't really match. Whereas this, there's no background to it, it's just the outline. I'm a fan of that. I'd have preferred them to just do whatever you see white on this sponsor. If they did that in the blue, I think it'd have been very, very nice. This is getting a solid 8 out of 10 as well. I do like it. Their third kit, I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. I actually really like the colour scheme. I'm sort of, this badge sort of print template for the night kits is growing on me quite a bit. I think if the Atletico Madrid badge was changed to white and like a white and grey, sort of like a black and white sort of esque imprint instead of it being the full coloured badge would make this kit very nice indeed. And the Nike logo being in the middle, not up on this breast, that ruins it for me. The colour of that and then where the Nike logo is placed ruins it. I'm dropping it to a 6. If that was like that, that could be an easy 9 out of 10. It could be very nice. Moving on to Osasuna, we have a very standard red kit, nothing inoffensive, quite nice. It's okay, it's got black sort of chevrons on the arm. The collar looks very nice, and I like how the collar actually, if we take a look at this collar, the collar sort of comes onto the shoulders, whereas this collar, although it does, it feels like it goes up the neck and sort of encases you, which I'm a massive fan of actually. Almost like a turtleneck, but for the back of the kit. I'm giving it again a 6.5. It's a good kit. It's a nice kit. The away kit, I'm still undecided. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10 for one reason, and that's because I can't tell whether I like it or dislike it. I think actually seeing it on the football pitch, I think it'd be minging. I don't think I'd like it. I think it leaves a lot to be desired. Just the clash of the colours. But I suppose it's there to make a statement, isn't it? I don't think you'll find many kits like this. Red and green don't necessarily go well together. But as far as the actual kit goes, it's not that bad. There's nothing that makes you go, ugh. So, straight down the middle, 5 out of 10. As far as away kits go, it's quite out there. Third kit, I actually do quite like this. I like the fact that they've added their crest into a sort of like a shield shape. Again, if the kit make was centralised, it'd be very, very nice indeed. I'm giving that a 7 out of 10. Quite solid, white and red. Really, really nice and clean kit. Moving on to Celta Vigo. Again, very typically has this light blue kit. I like the addition of the red stripes and pinstripes. I do like this gradient sort of diagonal, sort of almost brush stroke effect that they've got going on. Never have been a fan of the colour itself, but I'm not going to take it away because that's the colour of the club. So it is what it is. I think 6.5 out of 10 is fair for this. Moving on to the away kit. As far as design goes, it's not great. It's given me not quite bus seat vibes this year, but more coach vibes. Like you've upgraded from a bus seat. Still leaves a lot to be desired. The dark blue's nice, and then you've got this sort of like weird pattern going on that really doesn't make any sense. And you've still got the brush strokes across. It's almost a little bit too much going on for me. There's too much sort of noise on the kit. Yeah, so for me, I'm probably going to give it a 5.5. Again, it's not horrible. It's been a good start to the La Liga, to be fair. And then the third kit in this pink, it's very nice, but what I will say is the blue just does not go. Like, it gets washed away in this bright pink. If it was white, everything that you see is light blue on this kit. If it was white, would be very, very nice indeed, but it's not, so it's not. Therefore, I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. It's not the best kit in the world. Moving on to Deportivo Alavés. We have a very solid blue and white pinstripe, or not pinstripe, but blue and white striped kit. The middle stripe being centralised, but then you have these sort of like dark blue lines that run adjacent, or sort of in these sort of like blue line, or these blue lines, which is nice. It breaks it up a little bit. It's quite nice. It's a solid kit. Nothing that makes me go, wow, I really want that. So I'm going to give it a 7. Again, 7's quite an average score. I think 7's good. It's a sign of a good, solid kit. The away confuses me a bit because you've used the same colours. You've got your darker blue, lighter blue, and white, which is the same as this. Again, I know the kit's not the same, but you're going to have kit clashes if the colours don't match. Like, if you're coming up against a team in white, I doubt that you'd be able to wear any of these kits because one of the main colours on there is white. So, say these come up against a Real Madrid, it's going to be tough to distinguish. Anyway, that being said, I don't like it as much as a home kit, so I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It's not a bad kit. Collar looks nice. It is what it is. The third kit, however, is beautiful. Like a mint green to a turquoise sort of colour with the hills and the forest and the trees and like this green. It's really doing something. It's really nice. The graphic is beautiful. The Puma badge, the collar looks nice. The logo itself and the club badge changing colours is a big okay to me. If I'm being honest, on any of these kits I don't really notice the sponsor, so I suppose that's okay. Really nice. I am a big fan of that. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Solid. Moving on to Elche CF. This home kit is an absolute beauty. It is very nice. The dark green and the white look sublime. The badge looks really cool. I'm assuming these are names of either players or supporters or something to do with the club. Pardon me. So yeah, I'm a massive fan of this. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. As far as home kits go, this is one of the nicest we've seen this year. Up there is one of the best kits. They're away. I sort of like the style they've gone for. They've gone for that sort of old school Nigeria kit sort of vibe. It's okay. Personally, I'd have preferred to see a white kit with the green and the black stripes rather than it being a black kit with the white and green sort of diagonals. Other than that, it's okay. I'm going to give it a 4.5. It's not my favourite by any stretch of the imagination. It's okay. Moving on to Barcelona. As far as Barcelona kits go, I'm not going to lie to you. It's not doing it. It's screaming modern era. It's almost edging into that purple and pink kit rather than a red and blue kit. So for me, I'm not really feeling it. I'm not. It's not screaming out Barcelona to me. And for that reason, I'm going to give it a 6. It's nice. The patterns are nice. The gradient chevron, the gradient sort of stripes down it are nice. That's about as far as I'm going to go. The away kit, however, again, doesn't necessarily scream Nike. I know it has Nike's new sort of trifecta emblem-esque thing instead of the swoosh. I think the Nike tick is so iconic that I struggle to see kits that don't have it. I understand the Jordan logo some of the times, but this new triple thing that I keep seeing is not a nice look for Nike. I prefer a swoosh. That being said, the kit colour combination is sublime. This sort of like cream and purple and black really do work. The blacked out emblem, I don't like the actual Barcelona badge. I'd have preferred the Barcelona badge if it was purple. I think if you had like to match this purple that's on the collar, if you had that colour as the outline of the badge and sort of like the main components, I think you could have made it look sublime. So I'm going to give it a 7.5. I actually really like it, but a few things do let it down. And then this third kit is absolutely disgusting. I think it's vile. This looks like a training top that I used to wear. It's not nice. It's a T90 kit that's just, again, the swoosh being on it, but on one side when everything else has been centralised, it's just a no-go. I'm going to ignore the fourth kit. I'm going to give this a 2 out of 10. I think it's really that bad. Moving on to Getafe CF. Again, one of these teams where I always probably slate their kit, and rightfully so, because yet again they've made an abhorrent colour of kits. It isn't nice, is it? It's not pretty. The blue is fine. Like, I get you have colours in your badge that you want to represent, but you've got blue, you've got yellow yellow and red for sort of like your Spanish style thing, and you've got green in your badge. You've got 3 kits. Why don't you utilise a colour scheme for each kit? No, instead what you've done is try and shoehorn the majority of them colours onto each kit. So this one you've got blue, and then you've got these yellow and red Spain stripes everywhere, down the side, on the collar, on the sleeves. And then you look at the away kit and it's red with blue and yellow. Like, at least with this kit, you know that the yellow and red stands for the Spain flag and the Spanish flag. This looks like it's an away kit for Ukraine. If you're going to copy, like, this is a 6 out of 10, this is a 2 out of 10, because of that exact reason. Like, your main colour is blue, but you're paying tribute to the Spanish flag. You then use the same template, so what does this represent? The red represents the Spanish flag, so why have you got yellow and blue next to each other like a Ukrainian flag? The whole point of it being on this kit, which is the same template, is that that represents the flag. What's it doing here? It's not doing anything there. You've just chucked the colours back on and swapped it round for no reason. And then you've got a Lidl kit as your third kit, because you've got a bright yellow kit that means fuck all, because the Spanish flag's red and yellow, so make a red and yellow kit. Or even do a green kit. You've not even referenced the green on your badge. If you're that bothered about putting the same colours on, do the same. I'm getting mad. I'm actually getting vexed. 6, 2 and 2. Simple as. I'm sorry, Getafe, but get at Girona, Man City, number 2. We move on. Their home kit. That is sublime, isn't it? A white kit with red and yellow pinstripes. The collar looks neat. Happy days. Giving it an 8 out of 10. Not much more to be said. It's very, very clean. I think if you're a Girona fan, I think in 20 to 30 years, because I'm expecting Girona to keep getting better and to push into that top 3 and 4 places with like the likes of Sevilla and Barcelona and Real Madrid, and they've got the backing of the money behind them, and sort of like a second squad, or a second Man City squad that sort of the owners will put money into it. I'm expecting in maybe 20 years' time, once you start winning things, and maybe if you win like, I don't know, Copa del Rey or something, I'm expecting to look back at this kit, and that's like a retro kit that people think of, that becomes more of an iconic kit. I think that's got all the right makings of it. Their away kit, not so much. It's a bit boring for me, it's a bit bland. The fact that you've got a yellow and black kit and then a bright red badge on it just doesn't really sit well with me. It's not the nicest. I'm giving it a 4 out of 10. It's okay, could be better. Their third kit, however, is very, very nice. I like the plain collar. I like the big G instead of the actual badge. But again, colour scheme to match the rest of the shirt with the Puma badge and the sponsor. It's a solid 7 out of 10. It's okay. It's fine. It's fair. Levante might have absolutely smashed this out of the park. That is a beautiful kit, Macron. That is fantastic. The collar looks beautiful. The little button, sublime. The gold logo to match the gold that goes around the badge, brilliant. The blue and the red, which is synonymous with the colours of the club, have been done beautifully with this checkered but like anti-diagonal sign. Like, these go one way, the blue goes the other way. Absolutely breaks up the kit, and just the actual colour that you've chosen. You haven't just gone like red and blue. You've chosen like a burgundy and like a clothing coloured blue that you'd like to wear. That is a beautiful kit. I'm giving it a 9.5. I am a massive fan of that kit. And you've excelled in the away kit as well, because what you've done is you've changed it up. You've gone, look, that's our home kit, that's our identity. This is something to actually set us apart from all of that. I've gone with blue and white. Stripes look phenomenal. This gradient pattern, like almost waves as such. I'm assuming this might be near a beach. The waves look really nice, and the fact it's only on the blue is amazing. The collar looks good, but it's a different collar that also looks just as nice, maybe not as nice. I'm giving that an 8.5 out of 10. Your home and away, sublime. Your third kit, not so much. I'm not a fan of this sort of design. It looks like a goalkeeper kit to me, although it actually does look like the goalkeeper kit. So I don't know. The collar looks nice, the sleeves look nice, but this colour scheme, the lime green and the darker green, it's just a personal preference. The fact that the badge also sort of clashes with the green is just a no-go for me. I'm giving it a 3 out of 10. But as long as you don't wear it very often, I'm happy, because these two kits are sublime. Moving on to RCD Espanyol. Here we go, we have a very nice kit. Blue and white stripes again. The Calme have absolutely smashed out the park. I am actually quite a fan of this badge, you know, it's one of my favourite badges across Europe. It just looks really clean and simple and elegant, and the crown on it just... I think without the crown it'd look just as nice. I think it's sublime without the crown, but the crown makes it look so regal. I'm getting ahead of myself. Collar looks okay. Shoulders look nice. The blue and white stripes are nice. I like this sort of pattern that you've got going on. Wicked. I quite like the paw print. As far as kit makers go, it's one of the nicer off-brand logos, you know, not your Nike or Adidas's. One of the ones that not a lot of teams use, but I quite like it. A solid 8 out of 10. Away kit. It's sublime, isn't it? It is actually really nice. The sort of just the cream white grey aspect of it. It looks like a shirt I want to wear, not just that you will wear. I'd wear that anywhere. That's really nice. The little blue and white chevrons, but not the same blue that you've used on the home kit, a different blue. But you've used that blue in your badge. Beautiful, you've changed the badge colour. No sponsor on these, and that makes it look so much nicer. That's a 9.5 for me. It is so nice. I might have to get this kit. I say that every year and I don't end up buying the ones that I'd like. Maybe I need to keep an eye out. Their third kit is villainous. This is getting a 1 out of 10. The colour, the blue colour itself, disgusting. This yellow and red thing, why? It's so strange. It's the fact that you've got a darker minion blue with yellow and red, and then lighter blue and white blue on your arms that doesn't match the collar. Wrong. 1 out of 10. I don't really want to pass judgment on it anymore. It's disgusting. RCD Mallorca, going with the night kits. This is giving me 2006 or 2008 Man United kit. This is giving me, you know, Ronaldo and Rooney when they had the stripe down the kit. That's the vibe it's giving. In and of itself, I'm not sure if I'm the biggest fan. Personally, I like it. There's just something about it. I think it might be the sponsor, if I'm being honest. No, this is definitely Man United kits, because Man United have had that big chevron. They've had the white kit with the black and red. What's going on? I'm giving this a 6. I'm giving this a 7. I like it a bit more than that. And I'm giving that like a 4. The fact they've just copied Man United kits from back in the day. Collar looks okay, sleeve look okay. This is too big, the sponsor's too big, and the fact that you've got A-Gel by Tyco. Either get sponsored by Tyco, or just have a gel, a gel. Don't know how you meant to pronounce that. Yeah, I'm not a fan, and it also breaks up the chevron and the stripe. Not a fan of that. Yeah, 5, 6, and a 4. I do prefer the white kit with the red and black combo. I think that's a lot nicer. This kit is not doing anything for me. We have a Rayo Vallecano. There we go. And oh yes, these are the team that have that weird lightning bolt shape. Umbro kit. I'm a big fan of seeing Umbro kits come back. They're my least favourite kit brand, but I do like the fact that they're still going. I'm still a fan of some of the late 90s kits as well. They have sort of like a retro vibe. White kit with this design on it is okay. It's a 6 out of 10, isn't it? Their away kit being red with a black strip. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I'm not a fan of when teams use the same template but just swap the colours. And this is a prime example. So you've got a white kit with a red lightning bolt with a black outline. This one's a red kit with a black lightning bolt and a white outline. You've used the same colours, it's the same kit. There's something about it I'm not a fan of. The third kit, they've used different colours. So it's black, yellow and red. I'm more of a fan of this than I am of this for that exact reason. You've used different colours, you've added yellow in there, which again is still on their badge, so it's still a normal colour to use. You haven't, there's not a lot of creativity there. I want to see your kit is a work of art that people wear. Take pride in it, man. I'm giving this a 5. I'm giving this a 4, and I'm giving this a 4 as well. I don't know how to feel. I'm looking at it and I'm just going, it makes sense, and that's about as far as it goes. Again, there's not a lot of creativity because it just makes sense. It is what it is. Real Betis. Oh, see, this is someone that's used a bit of creativity. Home kit has to be logical, has to be the home colours and make sense. Badge, green and white. Kit, green and white. Nothing inoffensive, quite okay. Away kit is a minging colour of blue with the green and white combination. I rate that you've tried. It's not worked out well, has it? Because that is not a very nice kit at all. This is a 6, 7. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It's a nice kit. This is a 3 out of 10. The colours just do not go at all. Third kit being black and just completely disregarding anything that they've done. Having a mint blue, light blue colour of maybe a camo, but only on half of the kit, because why would that make sense? This is boring, and this is trying too hard. So 7, 3, and a 2. I'm sorry, Betis, you need to try harder. Like, your goalkeeper kit is nicer than your away kit and third kit. That's when you know you're fucked up. If your goalkeeper second kit or your goalkeeper away kit is nicer than your own away kit and third kit, you've done something wrong. Real Madrid. I'm going to out on a limb and say that Real Madrid are usually my favourite club. Real Madrid, Roma and Chelsea are probably the 3 kits I look forward to the most, and Dortmund are the 3 kits I look forward to the most, right? This year, Real Madrid have let me down. I'm a little bit disappointed. It looks a little too basic. I don't know, usually when you look at a Real Madrid kit, the thought of putting it on makes you feel like you've stepped into something, or you've worn something that elevates you. You feel better because you've got the kit on. You feel better than everyone else. It's such a royal thing to have on. This kit, I feel like anyone could wear, and it's just a kit, which is fair because that is all it is. But I'm not getting the vibes that I usually do. Not to say it's a bad kit. I think it's a solid 7 out of 10. Again, it's good. It's not great. Their away kit gives me the exact same vibes, except I'm not a fan of the colour scheme. This dark blue and lime green doesn't work. And this might be the first time I'm saying this, but they've changed the colour of the badge and it doesn't work. I'm a massive fan of badge changes, you know this. On this kit, I don't think you always, like, look at the home kit, you look at the badge and you think, I can quite clearly identify that is Real Madrid. The away kit, I'm looking at it going, is it Real Madrid? I know it is, but I can't see it. Do you know what I mean? It's a little bit lost. I'm giving it a 4 out of 10. I think that could be way better. And then the third kit, I am a big fan of. The Adidas like triple leaf logo rather than the 3 stripes is nice. The blue colour is beautiful. The collar looks nice. The sleeves look nice. I'm giving it a solid 7.5. It's better than a nice kit. Moving on to Rayo Oviedo. People in the YouTube scene, if you would watch Spence FC back in the day with Rayo Oviedo, and if you're a fan of the man Santi Cazorla himself, you will understand the history behind this. But the fact they were promoted last year is sublime. Santi Cazorla got him there. And this home kit is sublime. The collar, magnifique. The blue chevrons with the light blue is beautiful. The gold trim, Adidas, you've outdone yourself. That's a 9 out of 10 kit. If I got that, I'd be buzzing. The away kit, not a fan of. I get the colour scheme, I get it, because it matches the badge, and they haven't done that in the home kit, so in the away kit they've sort of got to do that. That being said, I'm not a fan. I feel like there's too much contrast there. The badge gets a little bit lost. Although I am a fan of Digi as a sponsor. I think it looks really clean, really simple. But this is why I don't think I like it. So you see here, it's just a gold letter. There's no outline, there's no background. On this kit, there's a yellow outline and then black writing. I think that's why I don't like it as much. I'm giving this a 2 out of 10. I really don't like that. Third kit is just a glorified Argentina kit. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. The blue and the white stripes, I quite like. The gold back on the kit, I quite like. The badge, I'd have changed that to gold. I'd have used this gold. I think that'd have been nicer. So, for that reason, I'm giving it a 7. 6. I'm giving it a 6. It's not quite nice. It's good. It's not bad by any stretch, but it's not nice. It's a kit. So, looking at Real Sociedad, they have a very, very solid kit lineup. This blue and white home kit, diagonal stripes, or as in vertical stripes, but with like a diagonal pattern to them, and then a single pinstripe in each of the white stripes. It's actually very nice. I really do like it. I'm giving it a solid 8 out of 10. Sleeves and collar look very comfy. Their away kit is growing on me a little bit. I won't lie to you. It is growing on me. I'm quite digging the velvet look to the kit, sort of like a dark blue marble aspect to it. The grey, I'm not the biggest fan of, and the fact that the Macron logo isn't centralised like the badge. I think if we're going into it, kits that use this sort of centralised look, I wouldn't be opposed to having the Macron logo on the back of the collar instead of the front, and just having a single sort of, like, look at that, I've got a Japan top on now. So I've got this t-shirt. How nice would it be to just have your team's logo and it being completely blank? Do you know what I mean? And then having the Macron on the back, so you've still got it, because at the end of the day, people are still going to be looking at the backs of kits with names and numbers on them anyway. I think that's how we've got to sort of go forward with this. I'd love that. Overall, I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. I thought I'd hate it. I don't, which is why I'm sort of giving it as good of a rating as I am. Moving on to Sevilla. This is giving me like old school Nottingham Forest vibes. White, blank white with the red 3-striped Adidas logo with the badge. It's okay. It's so mid. It's unbelievable. It's that mid they've used it as a sponsor. And that goes for all 3 kits, if I'm being honest. Like the white kit, I don't like the blue sponsor. Just make the sponsor red and it'd look fine. giving it a 6. There's not a lot going on, but it's not bad. Same with the away kit. Collar looks very nice. I'm a fan of the collar. Turns out I actually quite like collars nowadays on kits. Shoulders look okay. I seem to like the fact that the sleeves carry on from the top. It's fair. Like the fact that they've changed that. I'm giving that a 7. It's a nice kit. Away kit, or third kit, shall I say, is okay. I mean, if you're going to have a black kit, don't go to a darker red. Go to either a lighter red, sort of to match this colour red, or use the white that you've used on this Medea logo or sponsor. It sort of does get lost in the kit. I like the pinstripe. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm giving it a 5. I prefer these two kits. I'm moving on to Valencia. Is this the last one? No, we have Villarreal. Valencia, plain white kit for the first time, I think, ever. Not a fan of the TM Real Estate Group and their logo, and it being so big on the home kit. It's a really boring kit, isn't it? It's just plain white with a sponsor and the badge on it. I'm giving it a 4. I think it might be the lowest rated home kit just because it is so plain and boring, which in the grand scheme of things, if you look at their away kit, is so much nicer. This pattern that they've got going on is actually really, really nice, but it is so heavily let down by the lack of contrast in anything. It's this really nice red pattern kit, and then you've just got this boring orange logo to go with it. I'm sorry, I've got an itchy back here. Ow. There we go. Oh, my watch dug into me back. I don't like the colour of the logo or the kit make. The fact that the collars are lost on the kit is this. The actual fabric itself is really nice. It almost seems like a massive waste. I'm giving it a 4 out of 10. The third kit I'm giving a 1 out of 10. That is vile. The fact that the actual stripes on the kit are blurred is villainous. The fact that you've then got the rest of the kit in this blue colour, you've still got the massive sponsor, which seems to be missing on the away kit, which is weird. And no, I don't even want to discuss it. I think it looks vile. I think it looks absolutely vile. Like, the fact that the goalkeeper kits, once again, are nicer than the rest of the kits. Villainous. And then we have Villarreal. Strong opening kit. Colours yellow and blue go together a hell of a lot of the time. The actual colours themselves that they've chosen, the versions of the yellow and blue go really well. The sponsor actually works with the kit really nicely. Collar's nice. Simple but elegant. 7.5. Really solid start. Away kit, I'd call the kit mocker. That's like, it's got Costa. Imagine that this away kit, instead of having Pamisa Ceramica, was sponsored by Costa. I think that'd look so good, but it doesn't. The colour scheme being this like cream coloured kit and then this like burgundy red colour for everything else is so clean. I really, really like it. The colour combination works really, really well. Colour could be a bit better. Sleeves look nice. I'm giving that an 8.5. I think it's solid. Third kit I'm very confused about, because what they've done is they've chosen a colour that works really well. This sort of like dark blue and sort of like a grey pastel blue for the sleeves work really well. But you can't see the badge. You can't see the sponsor. I'm just a bit... Do something. I think this colour kit with white collars, sleeves and sponsor would look sublime. I think it would look really nice. I'm giving it a 5 because I can't see anything. It's been your boy. It's been your boy, Clay ASMR. Clay ASMR? What have I done there? Clay ASMR. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I'll catch you later. Goodbye.